I've been waiting for this key for some time now. This is going to get me into the allotments which back on to this old neglected sewer drain, and it's home to some really old special carp. They're not massive, but they are really cool characters, and to be honest, I'm going to try and get down there once or twice a week just for a couple of hours in the morning and see if I can catch one of them, because they don't always have to be big, do they, these fish? Sometimes special ones are really what it's all about. So I'm going to get down there and hopefully try and cut a swim out this afternoon while I've got a little bit of time. But it's the only way you can fish this. I've tried before getting to it from other directions through the fields and stuff, and it is literally inaccessible. So this is the golden ticket. So let's get a jacket and let's get down there. Well, after months of trying, we are finally on the footpath down to the sewer. Just done a little mission through the allotments and everything, and now looks like we're on the right path. Got the machete in the bag just in case we have to cut a swim out, which I'm sure we will have to when we get down closer to it. Well, he was right. We got to the end of the footpath and it's an absolute jungle. There's about 20 feet between me and the sewer right now. I've got a machete and I'm going to start beating my way through it, but look at that. Well, that was a bit of wasting cutting time. It's a bit where I don't want to be, so. Oh. Ouch. Oh. Ah. Sometimes this stuff's not pretty. Well, that just about sums up my angling. Never do things half measures. I'm absolutely sweating. My hand is cupped a bit, and instead of going straight to the water, which I did to find out it was unfishable, so instead of coming back out, going on there and cutting a straight swim again, I've just gone all the way along the bank, and yeah, that was tiring. Right, I'm going to show you what bait we're going to be introducing to the spot, and I'll show you exactly what I've done. I'll take you down and show you the swims that I've just cut, and you know, my luck would have it, there's a carp sitting with his head in the weed. I just got a glimpse of his tail, which is a good sign. Obviously there's a few fish here, and it's about 2-3 foot, this this sewer at max as well. So it's good, it's gin clear, so you can see exactly what's going on all the time. And this is exactly why I have brought the strawberry crush with me, because it's pink, and when I'm getting down here in low light levels, I'll be able to see if the fish have actually been feeding on it and cleaning it off. So it's a good colour to fish on shallow waters. Before we go any further with this edit, I thought we'd rewind back now to summer, where I first become familiar about this little drain. I was walking along a field which had the river running straight through it, and it was gin clear, full of weed, and looked like it was thriving on naturals, a real place for carp to be living. And after a little bit of investigation, I realised that it was quite difficult to actually find a spot which was fishable. And there become this one time where I was actually able to get down to the riverbank, and I managed to catch this really cool mirror. I was absolutely buzzed for that fish to be my first one from the sewer. I mean, we all go fishing, don't we, to catch big fish, but it doesn't always have to be like that. Have you seen this? This is an overgrown little sewer slash ditch, and it is home to some incredible old carp. And I've only just found this place. Look at him. Proper naughty little mirror. Weathered old fins, tiny little tail, black as you like. What an incredible fish. Proper buzz. Epic fish, mate, epic. Right, let's get her back because she looks like she's really old. Just before we slip about, I'll quickly show you. Look, I am really made up with that one. Especially for a quick pit stop just to check out the venue. And I see these ones, and this was a smaller one. I missed the other one a couple of times due to the weed like making the line sit funny. When they suck it in, it doesn't go right in, so let's get her back. And I'll come back here another day. Ace. Well, yesterday I went down for the first time to check on the spots which I've been baiting on the river, and it was polished, totally gone. And we've had some cold weather recently, so obviously the carp, all birds are wiped out. So I put some more bait on the spot yesterday, and I'm home early from work, so I'm going to get the rods and get down there for half an hour, see if anything is visiting it, and if they are, I'm going to fish for them. Well, I've just tracked it down there, got all the gear to the spot, really buzzing to get these rods out and see if we can catch anything. But after last night's really heavy downfall, it's all murky. I only came yesterday, I can see the bottom totally polished off, and now I'm here with the rods and I can't see a thing. I just saw a couple of bubblers on the spot, so you know, I'm here for a couple of hours. I might as well put the rods out even though I can't see anything, so let's just take a chance. I've managed to finish work a little bit early today, and as it's such a beautiful winter's day, I'm going to go and check the spot down the drain. Over the last couple of trips I've noticed that the spot's getting cleaner and cleaner, but there was a point where I think the fish were on it, but we had such a heavy downpour that it murked the whole stream up. So it's cleared out a little bit now. I've been putting a little bit of bait on, and now we're going to go down and check it. I brought the old mutt with me. Let's get the old big boy out. Come on then. He's going to keep me company. We're going to go down there, put a little bait in the spot, and hopefully we'll see if there's anything visiting. And also, I've watched a video recently which has really inspired me to get my GoPro out, about them sticking their GoPros under the water and having a look at what's actually happening with the spot. And just out of interest, if there isn't any fish on the spot, I'm going to do that today, and we're going to see exactly what is going on down there. So quite looking forward to that. That should be a little bit of an eye opener for both. So right, let's get down there. Ready? Come on in. Go. Got to the spot. Let's get the new glasses on. New set of specs for New Year. Let's go and check these spots. I'm hoping to see a fish. Like I say, I haven't seen a fish on the spots yet. So. Oh my God. There's one. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. That's amazing. Oh, wow. Look at that. Incredible. Oh wow. That is incredible. That was insane to see that fish. Proper wild, scaly one. Just see all that white markings all over it where it's just been sitting up. The spot is absolutely clean as a whistle. They're obviously waiting for some more bait, so I've got some with me. Let's put it in, and if I see them drop onto it, I'm gonna go back. And get the rods. They're in the van, so right, let's get some bait. Guess what, Bob? We've only gone and got one. We've only gone and got one. Well, I don't look too happy about it then. Oh, yes. Well, like I said, January carping can be really, really difficult. And do you know what? I try really hard through the winters and I never get my rewards because I'm normally fishing the wrong places. But this little place is close to home. It's a tiny little river. No one really knows what's in it. And definitely, 100% is this fish the biggest one that I've seen so far. Look at him. Absolutely magnificent. But it's the 8th of January and I'm holding up a river banger like this. How cool is that? Just remarkable. I can't believe I managed to get one. And that is why I've been fishing that strawberry crush, so I can see what's going on the spot. Clear every single time I come down. And he was the only one on there. Not another fishing site. Greedy one, but... Bob, what do you think of this? Bob, what's this? He doesn't want to know, but... Right, I should quickly show you the other side and we slip her back. Buzzed. We've even brought Bob today, haven't we? What do you think of this, Bob? I'm not sure what he thinks of carp so far. Sit down. He doesn't really like him. But how cool is that? Absolute awesome. Look at that. January. Still frosty on the ground from this morning. And I'm holding up a river carp like this. Awesome. Right, let's get her back. Thank you very much, girl. Well, that is a shame. Bob doesn't seem to like the carp, do you? You scared of him? You scared? As the rushes are quite high, I thought I'd bring the map down. We transfer her onto it, and that way she can slip away nicely. Like I say, these are quite high. Does your back in also, trying to lift her past it, and doesn't do the fish any favours trying to get her up the net. So let's transfer her up, close it up, transfer her over the rushes, into the rushes. Now, she's got perfect chance of swimming up. Now that is what winter carping's all about, isn't it? Nice little rewards. What a character as well. What a character. It's been 2 days since we caught that last fish, and as you can see behind me, it's midday now and nothing's thawed out today. I think it was -4 last night, and I was half expecting the river to be frozen because it doesn't flow. But I thought I'd come and check anyway. And I've got down here and it's not frozen, but I can still see all the bait that I stuck in after I caught that fish a couple of days ago is still there. But I think I'm going to use this opportunity now to get my GoPro and see if we can stick it under the water and see how much the carp have actually cleared off that spot. Might be beneficial for both of us, so let's have a look. This is the concoction that I've come up with to film underwater. Camo taped it to my bushwhacker pole, and that way gives me some extension to get out a little bit further. So let's go and see what the spot's doing. As you can see from this clip, there's been a significant change to the spots. The weed has been totally stripped back from the feeding area. I've been baiting both sides of that stump of rushes, and over the past few weeks I've been seeing a big difference of how clear it's becoming. When we take a look beneath the surface, you can notice that there is still a certain amount of debris on the area. Even though it's 10 times clearer than when I started baiting, it's still so important to be presented with the right choice of rig and hook bait. This is my second spot, and was supposed to only be baited with the dribs and drabs that was left over. But this was actually the spot I ended up catching from in the end. I believe this has most definitely been the favoured spot for them. As you can see, a slight hole is starting to form on the riverbed. I think this is because the spot offers a lot of protection for the fish, and it's well sheltered from every angle by the weed around it. Unlike the other spot, if you take a quick look at the riverbed here, you can see there is no weed growth, and the carp have definitely favoured this spot a lot more. Let's see what the boys from Nash have sent over, just in time as well, because I've just run out of bait, so I can keep the spot going now on the river. So cheers guys, let's see what's inside. I love it when I get a box of goodies. I mean, who doesn't? There's a lot of stuff in here which isn't supposed to be going in the river, but I mean, there is a few things which should help me present a bit nicer on that bottom. Like, as you've seen, it is a little bit rough in places with the debris and the weed growth that's still on the spot. So I mean, there's a few things still in here which, I mean, this stuff's all for spring really. We've got solid bags as well, which is a very underused method these days, but even if you're dropping that rod right under the rod tip, it's just, you make sure that you're presented every single time, don't you? So that is why I've got so many of those, literally just a lower on the spot, and they do come in handy, don't they, when we get the 13 footers out. Ooh. Yeah, we've got some little citrus 12mm pop-ups, which, if any of you haven't used these smell delicious, and they work an absolute treat in the winter. It's just, people have said to me, why am I using the strawberry instead of over the citrus? Because the citrus is a remarkable bait in the winter, don't get me wrong, but for people who are going to be using it and they've got to pay for it out of their own pocket, it's expensive. The citrus is expensive, and you can only get it in 1 kilo bags. So for guys that want a bulk pre-bait like myself, you know, it's a definite cheaper way of doing it if you've got some strawberry nut crush. You know, for you guys that are out there, you know, you can buy 2, get 1 free, which I'll tell you what, helps out a lot if you're baiting, isn't it? It's an extra 5p for nothing, isn't it? And to be honest, I really like this bait, especially if you can soak it and give it a little boost, which I'll run through that in the next video with you. We've also got some 2mm mini citrus pellets, and they are to bulk out the solid bags, because, you know, if you're going to be tying solid bags, you need small pellets. It's all about neatness, isn't it? Same again, we've got some stick mix, but that's for the spring. Scopex squid stuff. Oh yeah, we got some strawberry crushed plum juice, which I use this to boost my hook mates. Again, I'll run through that with you in the next episode. And just some other little pop-ups, other bits and bobs, but like I say, I've got some bait now. Let's go down the river, let's bait up, and hopefully get these fish buzzing for the next episode. But at the moment, the river is looking a little bit swollen. We've had so much rain again. I will go down there today, put some more bait in, but I think for the first episode, I think this will do. So thank you everyone, cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.